Hello subscribers, welcome back to Wizardry 6. So I'm pretty much at the end game place. In fact, I could beat the game tonight, but I'm not ready to do that because there's some special items I'm going to try to get, and it takes quite a while to get it. So this stream tonight might be a little boring for some people, but basically I'm just going to be grinding, and I'm going to be trying to get some really good special equipment. And the only way you can really get it is from greater demons. And the greater demons, they only have like an 8% chance to spawn, I think, in this area. And then you only have like maybe a 0.5% chance or so of getting a good item. So I'm going to be fighting all kinds of battles and not really getting much. But hey, if we do end up getting a really cool item while we're playing, that would be awesome. So we'll see how it goes. But you're probably just going to see a lot of reloading or just resting after I kill these things, getting my magic points back. Hey, John Archer, welcome to the stream. I'm hoping I'm going to get something really good like an Excalibur, which I've done before. In fact, I've found 2 of them in the past, but like I said, it takes a lot of grinding. I've been doing a lot of this grinding already today, and I found one cool item, a PK crystal, which only psionics can use. I don't have a psionic, but when I transfer to the Wizardry 7 real soon, that could go and I can make my monk change to a psionic. But anyway, see, here it is. And then I did find another good item, an Ankh of Wonder, which gives you regeneration ability, and it works on all classes, which is cool. Now this raises your piety by 1 permanently. So I'm going to go ahead and use that now. So now my Lord has 19 piety, and you cannot get 19 normally because the game limits you to 18. But with those you can get up to 20. So anyway, we'll see if that transfers. For some reason I think it does. I think you can keep your really high attributes. But we'll see. Hey, Lucas Warren, welcome back to the stream. Yeah, I'm looking forward also to the Wizardry 7 VGA graphics, John. Wizardry 7 is just so much of a bigger game, and it's an absolute masterpiece. So it'll be exciting to move on to it. But I just don't want to do it without having, like, at least finding one really good item. I'm just really hoping I can get it on the stream. Most likely I'll get it offline. But I have been trying to record at least my offline grinding in case I do find something really cool. Then I could upload the video finding whatever the cool item was. But my guys are getting up really high level now. Well, when I say really high, they're really just like level 16 or so. But I've got some really good spells now. I got Mind Flay, which is excellent. Doesn't work well on these ninjas, but trying to think of what else. You knew I had the Horn of Prometheus, yeah. But I've cleared out most of the area at the end game here. I just have to fight the last boss, essentially. The other thing I'm doing is I'm keeping some mediocre equipment on my party because you can't transfer just awesome items. You only get like 1 or 2 of those per character. So I'm keeping some things like the Bushido Blade, some potions. Let's see what else. Like the Maidenhead and things that are, pretty good equipment. Because that'll increase my chance of being able to transfer that kind of stuff. Hey, the Cheat Files, welcome to the stream. think this is your first stream, isn't it? I don't recognize your name on here, so welcome. So these priests of Ram are very, very dangerous if you can't silence them. They cast super powerful spells like Death Wish and all just things that'll wipe you out real quick. So we're going to try to silence them. That's my #1 priority. And then I'll do my attacks on them. They're kind of hard to silence too. They have really good magic resistance. So there's one that is not silenced. So hopefully he'll attack with his weapon and not cast something like Lifesteal. Because Lifesteal does ridiculous damage. Oh, see. There we go. You died. Took 972 damage. That's just nuts. It's Loon Allen, huh? That's Cheat File's name. You like how the game has dice in it? You were working on an RPG and the first thing you did was create 3D dice. You could roll them and PhysX would handle the rest. That's what John Archer said. I just saw one of the lifesteals silenced. Oh, there's another lifesteal. Lynn took 1,201 damage. Just a little bit over my max hit points. Did I mention these things were dangerous? They're tough too. They've got a lot of hit points. There's another lifesteal. Ooh, Sun resisted that one. That's rare. Usually it goes through. We'll see if I get anything good. If not, I'm going to reload because I really don't want 2 deaths here. 127,000 experience. Wow. Nope, nothing good. So I'm going to reload. In fact, I'll just waste my points here real quick. Well, at least we know level 15's coming up for these guys. Yeah. Lonnie Allen, you're saying that name like I'd recognize the name. You're not talking about Gamer Lon, are you? Is that your real name? Lonnie Allen? Do you have another channel? Or are you someone else? Ah, okay. Well, nice to know your full name there, Lon. I never heard you refer to yourself as Lonnie. Well, welcome back to the stream then. Cool. So you got another channel, huh, called the Cheat Files? What is that channel about? I don't think I even knew you had that. Okay, this is probably going to be a spellcaster, so I probably should silence. Good, I silenced him just in case he casts something devastating. Ooh, Ring of Speed. Wow, what is that? I don't think I've ever got that in this game. Sounds interesting. So anyone can wear it. It's -2 armor class. It has a special power, which I'm sure is to increase your speed. And 25% earth resistance. That's actually a pretty good item. If I use it on someone with 18 speed, then it'll maybe make them go quicker in battle. Let's use it on my monk here. Yeah, gave her 19 speed. Sweet. Okay, that was a good battle there. So are any of you in the chat going to play Wizardry 6 now if you haven't already played it, or finish it? Does this help motivate you? Or is it just something that's kind of interesting to watch, but you don't feel like playing it? I know Gamer Lonnie's already beaten us Wizardry 6 before. But he has not, he said, played 7 or 8. Sure hope he does. So they are excellent games. Oh, these things are so hard. These twisted glyphs. Or sliffs. Let's see here. I'm trying to think what I should summon. I guess we'll use Conjuration on it. Oh, sorry you've been sick, John. I hope you feel better soon. Let's see here. Let's do a Mind Flay to the max. See if that has any impact on these. Nope, they were completely immune. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying the Let's Play, or the live stream of this. Hope it helps make your illness be a little bit better. This is going to be a reload. These are some of the hardest monsters in this game, believe it or not, because they paralyze you and they get so many attacks that they just devastate you. So I'm going to reload this. Alright. Yeah, if I was playing this Iron Man mode, I would wait till probably I'm level 30 characters before I even went in here. That's how difficult this area really is to make it safely without getting killed. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're at least slowly getting better. That's good. Resurrection Potion, we'll keep that. You can't transfer your money to Wizardry 7, but you can transfer like as many potions as you can carry. So one of the tricks to being able to get a lot more money into Wizardry 7 is just buying up a bunch of potions or saving them up before you go. Ooh, here we go. A Greater Demon. This is what I've been waiting for. If I can kill this guy. He's really, really immune to stuff. Let me see if I can silence him first. Let me try a Deadly Poison. Sometimes that can work well. And then let's try silence again. He casts a lot of fire spells, so let's try a Fire Shield. Unaffected by Deadly Poison. Unaffected by silence. Unaffected. Maybe I can get a critical. Oh, I fizzled. Fire Shield. Ooh, critical hit with the Wakizashi. Oh, I don't know what this is. Dryadic Staff. That's interesting. I have never seen that before. So let's see what it is. You love how Wizardry has evil monsters, yeah. Okay, so Mage. Wow, Ranger? That's strange. Ranger, Alchemist, Sonic, and Monk. Let's see what this thing does. Blank. Okay, so it casts the blank spell. It just does 2d4 damage, so it does 2d8 plus 1 to hit. I think it's primary only and it's short ranged. How can I tell if it's short ranged? It's got to be based on how it looks. Yeah, that says weapon E for extended. S for short. Okay. So that's not a very good item. That's kind of crappy actually for killing a greater demon, but hey, that's okay, you know. At least we got something there. Now I got to be careful that I don't fill up all my item slots here. Let's see, what's something I can get rid of? I'm going to get rid of one of these Rock of Reflections. Herbal Patties, I don't need those. Heavy Heal. Because that's one problem with this game is you can be full inventory and not be able to keep anything after a battle. The screen is moving fast when you go through doors. Oh yeah, it's probably because I've sped up DOSBox. Yeah, I've sped it up so that it's not like painfully slow. Otherwise it just takes so long. These lesser devils don't really drop any good items. And this is the only area in the game that I know of where you can randomly encounter the greater demons. Now this is going to be, what's his name? Rambus maybe? Just going to have to try to kill him quick. He's silenced. Okay, good. If he's silenced, then I'm fine. Note to self, if you ever play this game, guys, make sure you can get silence. And I have three silence spells. That's really good to fight off these enemies. Because if you only have one, you can get screwed. So he drops a lot of Polonk. What the heck is that? That's another item I've never seen in this game. By the sound of that, that makes it sound cursed. Let's check it out. Because most of the Ankh say something of, so no armor class. It does nothing. It has no resistances, no armor class. It's just a useless item. That's funny. Okay, and then the Ankh of Sanctity. We're going to have my Valkyrie use that, so she'll have 20. Piety, look at that. And hopefully that'll transfer. For some reason I do think it does to Wizardry 7. I think you get to keep your attributes. It's just your level drops. Oh, they're all silenced. Good. I haven't really got too much of good items from those. Okay, that should be good enough. So yeah, I just spin around here in circles and hope for greater demons. Actually, I'm going to do a mind fillet on these because that hits all groups. Wow, it didn't work on any of them. They're immune to mental, I guess. Are you still on here, Gamerlon? If so, did you ever find any really cool random items from Greater Demons in here? Like randomly? Wow, 23,000 experience for that? Hey, Lucas Warren, glad you're still there. If I remember right, you haven't played this, right? You played the Might and Magics, but not this Wizardry. Highly recommend playing it. Especially if you can play through it if you have the time to dedicate without using the internet to find how to beat it. It's very rewarding doing it from scratch, but it took me like a year the first time I did it. Can't remember. Okay, Lord. Max Theology. So, what are we going to get him? I already have Resurrection on my Paladin. Not Paladin. Valkyrie. Word of Death, Death Wish. Those aren't that useful here. But what else am I going to spend my points on? Let's get Word of Death. Word of Death does damage. Actually, you know what? I'm going to start raising Karijitsu now. Because that high of Thaumaturgy is not going to transfer anyway. It's as if you're playing the game, but I'm doing it for you. That's funny. Oh, 17 Karijitsu now. Should I get a second resurrection? I think so. There we go. Let's see here. For some reason, I don't know if Astral Gate works on these or if that only works on summoned units. I can't remember. These were immune to mental, weren't they? Yeah, I think they were. Let's try a lifesteal, because that'll do a lot of damage on one of them. Unaffected. He's pretty magic. There we go. So Astral Gate does work on these. Mind Magic 3, 4, and 5 are in almost the exact same format as this. 2 is a little different. So is Might Magic 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, I like the Mind Magics. Alright. Come on, greater. Nope, not lesser. I want greater demons. Ooh, these are very dangerous too. These mind flares. Tempted to do a death wish here. See if it works. We'll cast it all the way to the top. Okay. Ah. Ooh, killed one. And then killed all the Guardians of Ram. These can drive you insane, which is really bad for a high-level party. Oh, like that. Ah. And it casts death on my monk, too. Okay, let's try. I don't think I can resurrect in the middle of battle. I've tried that before, and they didn't seem to come back. Maybe I fizzled it. We'll try it. Yeah, see? It says cast resurrection, but it doesn't actually bring her back. I got another PK crystal. That's a psionic crystal I was telling you about. They're worth like a ridiculous amount of gold. Level 17 Valkyrie. I've been having her level up some of her weapon skills and artifacts and stuff, because she's maxed on everything else. I'm finally going to get her heal wounds. She hasn't had that the whole time. Their resurrection. That's her second life. Lost a one vitality. Oh well. Yeah, I have had a few lockups. You know, it hasn't been bad though. I had a lot of lockups on those one battles where this is like the game didn't want me to win with that caterpillar guy. I really haven't had too many lockups besides that. And if you play in a real DOS machine, I never had a lockup. Instead of a DOS box. Plus, I'm playing the original. I'm not playing the GOG version. This is off the original diskettes, so it could have a few bugs in it, maybe. Yeah. I'm sure GOG probably is fine. Ah. I don't have a silence. There we go. Hey, Silicon Kane, welcome to the stream. Yeah, the GOG versions are modified. I don't know how much they're modified, but they are. Although I think they still use DOSBox, if I'm not mistaken. You'd be better off running this probably in VMware, like as a virtual machine of real DOS. I bet it'd be a lot more stable. Lonnie's saying that my Magic 1 and 2 went together, 3 stood alone, 4 and 5 went together. Yep. Now, could you transfer characters in that same way? Like you could transfer from 1 to 2, but you couldn't transfer from 2 to 3. Here's these darn priests. Let's poison them. Silence 2 of them. Wow, these are all immune to Mind Flay. What the heck? He just cast Word of Death on me. That was painful. Trying to think what to cast here. They were immune to mental. Guess I'll just attack. Wonder what spell this priest is going to cast at me. Maybe I killed the one that... maybe I did. Killed the one that was not silenced. Oh, there's only one left. Good. He just tried a life steal. Silence still. I'm not really sure what to think about silence spells because it seems a little bit cheap. Like a cheap way to completely disable a spellcaster. It's like in the RPG I'm working on, I'm not sure I want to have something like that. Or at least not so powerful. Like, I think the way Advanced Dungeons and Dragons handled it was better. Where they had like Globe of Minor Invulnerability or whatever it was called. Where you could be protected from just like 1st to 3rd level spells. Don't think they had a silence. because it just seems like it's a way to like completely disable spellcasters. 72,000 experience. Now that's interesting. These books I might build a transfer to Wizardry 7. Holy water, we don't need that. Yeah, I'm working on a game. It's called Forteverse. I have some videos of it on here if you want to see what it's about. It's not like well, you could probably just watch a video on it. It's going to be a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. But I don't have a lot of graphics for it. That's my biggest problem. But it's going to have a lot of story, quests, gameplay. More like a tabletop game where you'll be able to do pretty much anything. But yeah, you could check out some of the videos I have. I give status updates on it, and that's probably the best way. If you start with the first one, then you can see the rest. I do have a website for it too, but I haven't really updated that much. I need to put information about it on there. Okay, I'm surprised I beat those. So those books, let me make sure I have enough space here. Because if I transfer those, then I can learn those spells. I'm going to drop these rose petals. I don't need that. And I'm going to drop these copper keys. Yeah, I made a playlist, I believe. So if you go to my channel, you can look at the Forteverse playlist. That'd be the easiest way. I do that for my game reviews too. I put all those in a playlist. Then that way people that aren't interested in, in this kind of stuff, the Let's Plays, they can just go straight to the game reviews. Level 16 Bard. Okay, what are we going to give him? Skullduggery. That'll be good to transfer. Oh man. I'm gonna have to reload this because I'm sleeping when these attacked me. Yeah, it's gonna be multiplayer, like I said, which will be fun. You won't have to be involved with other people if you don't want to be. You can do your own thing, just like a game like this. But if you want to team up with other people and do stuff, you can. So it'll be a wide variety. And any of you that know me know that I love variety, so I'm gonna have a ton of that in there. Different races and vocations. I only silenced 2 of these guys, I think. That's gonna be bad news. I resisted death. Okay, maybe I can silence the rest now. I think only 1 isn't silenced now. Yeah, I do plan on having a lot of sound, so hopefully that'll make it fun. Like the thing I'm working on now is I'm making the sound so that depending on your distance from things, it'll be louder or quieter. So like, I'm trying to think of an example, like let's say 50 feet away there's an enemy and you shoot an arrow at it, then Ramba staff. I've had one of those before. This I might keep. But anyway, if you shoot an arrow at it, you'll hear from your perspective the sound of the bow up close. And then if the arrow hits, let's say, some metal armor, then you'll hear it, but it's going to be quiet because it's really far away. And then from the other perspective, let's say you were attacking another player, then they wouldn't hear the bow string because it'd be too far, it'd be quiet. But when it hit their armor, then it'd be louder. So it's going to be that way. And then each character race has what's called sense of hearing. And some have better sense of hearing than others. And so that'll impact the ability to hear like how loud something is. It'll stay louder at farther distances if you have good sense of hearing. But that's what I'm working on now, getting that stuff programmed in there. Let's try to silence him twice. Oh, good. You can color code things like Might and Magic did. What feature is that, Lonnie? Did they color code like combat? It's been so long I can't remember what color coding would be. Are you talking about for ranges? They do color coding? Yeah, there's a class or vocation in my game called the Sage, and the Sage has a special ability where they can give you like hints and tips on things and can help with that kind of stuff where you can know how far something is. And it'll give you a % chance. I did one of the videos explaining that, so I plan on doing something similar to that. Let's see here. I need to merge these potions because it's hogging up extra slot. There we go. Red potions were might. Oh, hey, Bo. Welcome to the stream. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to do that with potions, to be honest, because I want you to be able to have to have a certain skill to know what it is, or at least a spell or whatever. And if they're always the same color, that kind of defeats the purpose of that. Because I want to try to make every vocation have something special that it's good at and does. Kind of like how Wizardry 8 does. Haha, 2 criticals in a row. Nice. Sigh, I have one of those, which only ninjas can use. Now, something that's strange about this one is the nunchucks can only be used by ninjas, but in Wizardry 8, for sure, I don't know about 7, monks And I think samurais may be able to use them. I know for sure monks can. I'm going to try to kill this lord quick, because he can cast some spells too sometimes. Okay, good. For those of you just joining the stream, I keep finding these. I'm just randomly fighting things, trying to get a really good special item like Excalibur. It's very rare though, so I doubt it's going to happen. But I don't want to beat the game yet. I'm in the last area, and I could beat it, but then I would lose my chance to be able to get one of these really good items. Okay, we're going to try to dispel these and then just attack this one. I spelled 2 of them, I think. He's got a lot of hit points. Man. What kind of item? A really high artifact like Excalibur. There's some other weapons kind of similar level, but they're extremely rare, and you can only get them randomly in the game by greater demons. Hunk of Might, that's cool. That'll give me extra strength. Should be able to get 19. I have so many Onks of Life, I can't deal with them, so I'll just leave it. Inventory's just getting too full. So she'll have 19 strength when I'm done with this. Okay, what am I going to drop? I don't think I can drop Tinkerbell. No. Gosh, I don't really want to drop those books either. Okay. Oh, she has 18 strength. I can just give it to her. There we go. 19 strength. Yes, I did play a lot of Sierra games in the past. I've played, when they first came out, I played King's Quest 1. That was my first game. The CGA version. Let's see, then I played the Space Quests, Police Quest. I only played one of them though, I think. The first one. Heroes Quest. That's what it was called, Hero Quest 1, but then they later changed the name to So You Want to Be a Hero? Something weird like that. And I showed on one of my videos that I still have the original manual where it says Heroes Quest 1. And I don't know if that's a rare thing or not, but you cannot find it online called Heroes Quest. So, yeah, Quest for Glory, that's it, yep. So they had renamed it at some point. So yeah, I've played quite a few Sierra games. Very enjoyable. Oh, you think they were threatened by another developer? Yeah, those are great games. I've only actually played the first one, believe it or not. Um, I need to play the second one. I need to do a review on it too at some point. Some games just take a long time. I don't think that game will take a long time to review. Actually, adventure games I can review much, much faster than RPGs. Because I can get hints and help. And adventure games weren't designed to be really long. Wow, these are good books too. Book of Widows, that's Deadly Poison. That'd be a really good one to transfer. So in this game, wow, only priest or bishop can do identity? I wonder what that is. No, that's psionic. Why does it show a B? What the heck? I'm really confused. Maybe that is priest. I don't understand why a lord couldn't use this then. Let me see what the heck this is. I was assuming it was the identify spell. It is identify. So why can't a monk use it? That is weird. Beats me. The second is quite good. It's longer than the first, not too bad. It's the last text-only quest for glory. Silicon Kane says, first game he ever played was Test Drive 3. What was that, on a console or was that on a PC or some computer? DOS 3.1, okay. I didn't play a lot of action games on PCs because, to be honest, they just kind of sucked compared to a console like a Nintendo, you know, the NES. Played a lot of platformers and action on NES type, but not on the PC. Oh man, these things again. I think I'm going to try a Death Wish here. They all resisted it. What the heck? Yeah, I agree about the early action games on PCs not being up to par compared to something like the... From what I've seen, the Amiga had awesome action games. But I didn't know anyone that had an Amiga, so that was an expensive system. I knew people that had Commodore 64s, PCs, and Apple IIs. That's about it as far as computers. Don't need that. Level 18 Valkyrie now, alright. Now I'm trying to think of what spells to give her, because when she transfers, she'll only get low-level spells. Could get Astrogate, but... Now see, she can get Identify. Why didn't it show that? Let's get Hold Monsters. Let's try that one. Have I tried Defend Reloaded? No, I haven't. What's that one about? Gamerlon. It's so rare to fight the greater demons. You can see why it takes forever. Wow, there's two that aren't silenced. But they chose to cast Death, which works out really well for me, because that's the worst spell they could cast. One left. Book of Air Shield. Nah, I don't need any of that. So, what are we going to start giving him? Wand and Dagger. It's an upgrade of DOSBox. Oh, huh. No, I've never did that. Okay. Let's do Cure Poison. What kind of benefits does it have on top of DOSBox? Does it have like, what do they call them, save states and things like that? So basically, there's an 8% chance in this area, I think, of a greater demon appearing. So I'll have to fight about 15 battles, in theory, before I'd probably see one, which I've only seen one so far. These lesser devils. Too bad I'm not fighting the greater demons this much. What level's my samurai? I'll check it out. I think she might be 18. Oh, she's only level 16. Lord 16, Valkyrie 18, Ranger 16, Bard 16, Monk 16. As you can see, Valkyries level up much, much faster than these others. Yeah, the Samurai in Wizardry 6 is awesome when you get the right equipment with them. Much better than the Wizardry 8 version. Okay, so we're going to silence these. Poison gas is a really good spell in this game. Man, so many attacks. It's really funny that the Valkyrie can attack so many times with a lance. Picture someone carrying a lance and attacking like 5 times in a round. Like, it's kind of comical because, of course, you really only use a lance when you're on a horse, horseback. You're not going to be using it like on the ground. Think of how awkward it'd be, and think of her trying to navigate these halls with like a 20-foot lance. As much as I think it's cool that they can have lances, I'm not going to have it in my game unless you're like on a horse or something, because it would do you no good on the ground. Now pikes, that's a different story because they're real sharp like spears, and if someone's running at you and you have the pike, you can do a lot of damage to them. But a lance, no, that's not what it's designed for. Level 17 Bard. Of course, when I rest. Let me see if I can run. Reload. No? Okay.
Ow.
You played so much on that MS-DOS PC, you accidentally deleted the folder which had the games on it when you were little. Delete key and enter key next to each other and no confirm action. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I learned very early on to make backups of things. Backup copies. Oh, Bo says he let his mom sell his Tandy and 486 at a garage sale. Biggest regret. Yeah, that sucks. Of course, we don't know any better at the time, you know? I was thinking about that the other day. You know how USB is just like the most popular interface? It makes me wonder if someday you won't be able to find it anymore, you know? They'll come up with something else, and like 100 years from now, someone will be looking back and be like, remember USB ports? That's interesting. Full plate. Wow, I didn't know you could get that from them. That's actually better than this chain Hamburg. Let's see some here. That weighs 28 and this weighs 40. Let's go ahead and equip it. I'm still going to hang on to the chain Hamburg though, in case that transfers and the full plate doesn't. Man, all I'm fighting are these darn things. How am I going to get my Excalibur? Bo says that was him explaining using floppy disks and even CDs in high school. They couldn't understand burning a CD, let alone a floppy. It's all about the cloud, man. My students didn't get it. That's funny. Yeah. The old saying goes, you know, there's good and bad in everything, and there's some good stuff in the cloud and there's some not so good stuff. So I think some people regret having everything in the cloud at some point. You kind of lose control of your ability to have things. It's one of the reasons why I like buying games from GOG instead of Steam if I can. I'm not sure there's not going to be an issue with Steam, but you know, what about 20 years from now? Is it still going to be there? Those always have holy water. I'm not going to keep that. It's not worth it. Well, this whole stream I've had one encounter with greater demons. Ooh, those are good shurikens. I'm going to keep those. We'll see if I find any more. If not, I'll end up dropping them just because it's hogging up an item slot. But those, I think, poison and do critical hits. Man, if I fight any more of these darn lesser demons. Oh, these are the lesser devils. Do greater demons guarantee a drop of a good item? I don't think it's a guarantee, but I think it's a... Okay, I'll put it this way. I think the chance of getting one of the really good items, the artifacts, is only like 0.5%. But you can get a pretty darn good item, I'd say probably half the time. Okay, we need to silence these suckers. Whoops. Let's do magic screen 2 just in case. Oh, good. Silence those. And if I can kill the first one. Alright, perfect. These can drop some pretty good items too sometimes. But I don't think they can drop like one of those artifact levels. I get robes. Obviously they can drop some pretty bad items too. Come on, greater demons, where are you? Right out there on that bridge is the final enemy. Yeah, what's interesting about Excalibur in this game is it gives you regeneration. It can turn enemies to stone, does critical hits, cast lightning if you need that, and it does a lot of damage. Pretty darn sweet. Of course, my chance of getting that specific item super low. But I would settle for something comparable. Hey, Shot97, welcome to stream. It's the only Wizardry game that made it to the Amiga, really? Wow, that's surprising. Was it? I think it was like a straight port too, wasn't it? Isn't that what you said? Like they really didn't do many graphics improvements or anything. No problem, Silicon Kane. Yeah, Windows 3.1, gotcha. Good old Windows 3.1, I remember. I'm going to do Create Live here. We haven't done that yet on the live stream. Oh, all three. I summoned 9 Null Trolls. Boy, that's going to take a while for them to attack. I can just picture my party with these 9 giant Null Trolls standing behind me. Shot97 says, yeah, they did not take advantage of the Amiga. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not a graphics, like, I'm not obsessed with graphics. I feel like EGA is definitely acceptable for me to enjoy a game. CGA makes it a little hard, just having 4 colors. But if you get into EGA where you have 16 colors, I think that's enough. Doesn't look great by any means, but as long as the game's fun and has a good story, that's good enough for me. Detection, I wonder what that is. Probably detects secrets. Yeah. Mage. Bard. Or is that priest? Yeah, priest, bishop, samurai, and monk. She already has it. She has it. She doesn't. My inventory's so full it's hard for me to get items over to someone else. Probably ought to get rid of that Tuxedo. What else could I drop? I think I need both of those, yeah. I'm going to drop these razor stones, the rose petals. Ankh of Youth increases vitality. I probably ought to just use that. And it reduces your age. Does anybody have 18 vitality? Yeah, she does. Okay. Oh, it only did age. I thought it did vitality too. Certain EGA palettes are really nice. It's not always a fan of the default business software look, but some games, yeah, I agree. Shot says he also thinks the Gold Box games might have got more critical love if people had the Amiga versions. That's probably true. Oh, the fish line and hook was to capture a locker that was in the middle of River Styx. But you can't drop it now because it was a special item. So I have to hang on to it. Which they improved drastically in Wizardry 7, which I can't wait to get to. I just don't want to leave behind a really good item here. Because there's some that you can get here that are like even harder to get in Wizardry 7. Yeah, this game has a lot of like special things you have to do and special items to use. It's pretty cool. Without a clue book, it takes a long time to figure things out. Goofy items. Level 17 samurai now. We can get asphyxiation now. Or noxious fumes. Greater demon. Critical. I always liked how the enemies in the back there are stationary. Like when they, just to kind of show you that there's more back there. Ooh, what is that? Mempo of Death? It's got to be cursed, but that sounds really cool. Looks like some kind of mask. Let's check it out. Let me save it first real quick. It has a special power, it says. And it gives you 42% magic resistant. Samurai only, -3. Oh, I'm curious as to what this is. Oh, it gives you +1 karma. That's kind of weird. That's really high magic resistance, though. Yeah, you know what's crazy about this game? That's the PC speaker. Now, if you're familiar with the PC speaker, you know how terrible it is and how like limited it is. What they were able to pull off on a DOS gaming rig with a PC speaker in this is pretty amazing. A lot of it sounds really good. It almost sounds like, I won't say Sound Blaster, but it's incredible the sound they were able to get out of that PC speaker. I can't think of another game that produces such like accurate voice type things too. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, most games the PC speaker just sounds like, you know, beeps and clicks and stuff. And they were able to make it sound a lot like monsters and voices and things. They look like gargoyles, don't they? Those were lesser, either the demons or devils. There's both of them. Yeah, Wizardry 7, now they introduced Sound Blaster, AdLib, and some other tie-ins for that one. Big improvements, but this being PC speaker, I'm amazed. Okay, level 18. Shot 97 says he thinks Access did some pretty sweet things with the PC speaker. They even sold their driver for it. They made golf games like Lynx and Tex Murphy Adventures. Oh man, more of these things. Ay, ay, ay. We've seen one greater demon encounter. I should beat the end guy here for you guys, and then I can just come back here and do this grinding, because he actually summons greater demons sometimes himself. Let's try that, because I think once I kill him I can still back out on this platform here. So let's get prepared for the final battle. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to slow down DOSBox to a more appropriate level. So here's the end battle, guys. He didn't summon anything. Let's reload that, because I want to fight some greater demons. I'll kick the difficulty level up. There he goes. 4 gray demons, okay. Now, what's the best thing to summon here? Probably a phantasm. So you're going to do a silence on him. Gosh, I really need to try to silence the greater demons too, but I know it fails most of the time. Actually, you know what? Let's do a heat shield, fire shield. And then we'll silence those. Did I have... I gotta have silence on him. Fire shield. Silence the devils, or demons. Okay. Let's have you do a noxious fumes. And then you're going to summon, hopefully, a phantasm. Yeah, red alert. No, this is not the GOG version. This is the original version from floppy diskettes. 1990. 1991. Okay. Got a fire shield going. You know what else might be good to cast is an air pocket here. I hardly ever use this spell, but if they cast Firestorm, that might be good to have. So 0 silences on them. Oh, 4 race, that's a bad thing to summon. I made one of them nauseous, that's funny. Oh, I didn't even silence him. He just summoned another greater demon. And I didn't get my fire shield going. Ah. Or is it going? Maybe it is. Did I fizzle it? Okay, Bo. We'll see you later. Okay. Really need to get some silence off here. Let's try a poison gas on him too. Sometimes you can get lucky with lifesteal. Got crappy wraith summoned. Let's try lifesteal on that one. And then have you do this in case the other one failed. I don't know if it fizzled or not. Silenced one of them. Ah. He's not affected either. Okay, so I did cast Fire Shield. He thrusts Sword of Magic. Man, their fireballs still do a decent amount of damage, even with Fire Shield and Magic. Oh, this is gonna really tear me up. Ooh, they cast it on the Wraiths. Sonic Blast, that's not gonna work. Oh. Okay. Let's try Astral Gate max. I doubt it'll work, but it's supposed to do damage to them. Maybe a deep freeze on Zorfidus. Really need to heal. Poison gas doing its thing. Poisoned one of them, that's cool. Still can't silence that guy. .46 damage from deep freeze. Oh, Astral Gate killed one of them. Here he goes with his Firestorm. I wonder if my air pocket actually went off at one point. That prismatic missile is tough. Yeah, this will be a reload. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's reload that. Yeah, I didn't get it. I think I got one silence off after like 2 rounds of trying to cast it. Intruder's 9 o'clock. Okay. I'm almost tempted just to attack the darn guy. And then we'll try a silence on those. Let's create some life. Okay. Silence one of them. That's the same one. Ooh, that's a different one. So half of them are silenced. Harassmus? I summoned or created a Harassmus. I wonder what that is. Is that a dinosaur? Ooh, he just cast anti-magic too. Actually, that's a pretty good spell for him to cast right now. I don't really care about that. If I can kill him. Oh, okay, so now it's down to just the demons. Oh no. Oh. What the heck? Oh, that's the nausea. Okay. Oh no, I'm running amok on my own party members. Okay. It's not a satisfying boss battle unless it destroys you the first time. I agree. That is very true. Let's try another silence. And then I need to cure the insanity. Let's do a sane mind on my lord. And then let's do a magic screen. Let's see what this Harassmus does. Critical. One's down. Oh, I fizzled. I fizzled that one too. Okay, well good. Scarlet just laughed. She didn't attack me. Oh no, here comes a prismatic missile again. Ooh, he kissed it at the Harassmus. Nuclear blast. Uh-oh. Oh wow, my magic resistance helped with that a lot. I want to see what this Harassmus is going to do. Stomps. Yeah, it's a dinosaur. It just stomped a greater demon for 88 damage. That's sweet. Let's do our poison gas. Or, actually, noxious fumes. Try sane mind again. Don't fizzle it this time. Okay, good. Just picture a dinosaur stepping on a greater demon. Just going. That would be cool to see. There's 2 left. 1 left. We'll see what we get. Oh, yeah. 55,000 experience. Robe of Enchant. Staff of Magicus. Mystic's Ring. Oh, so I didn't even get anything from the Greater Demons. Because these are set items that drop. Well, let's go back and make sure that we can still walk backwards over here. It looks like a T-Rex. He's talking about how he's dead. He's like, why did you kill me? Okay, you have to answer the Cosmic Forge here, otherwise you'll die. That's so funny. You can go back later if you want and read his dialogue, but it's pretty darn funny. Yeah, I can still go back here. Okay, so I'm going to save the game. Let me copy my game folder first, just in case. Okay. Because I want to still be able to grind and fight those greater demons. Yeah, Gamer Lon said what this game needs is mass healing. Yeah, I agree. That would be sweet. And they heard your complaint because they added in Wizardry 7. We don't want to go through that other place over there because we'll lose the ability to come back here, I think. Okay, good. So the monsters are still here, so now I can just comfortably, probably off stream, fight these greater demons until maybe I find something good. Whoops. Don't need that. Level 20 already, wow. Okay, I know my monk got some robes. Robes of enchant. There we go. Whoa. What else did I find? Mystic's Ring. I don't remember remember what that did. It's just 12% magic resistance. Okay, well I definitely don't need that. And the Staff of Magicus. Mage, Alchemist, Priest? Or is that Psionic? I never know because there's a P on the left and then there's a P in the middle. So that gives you 10%. Oh, it just casts magic screen. Yeah, that's kind of lame. Yeah, this would be a good time to have a save state. So I could just restore immediately by pushing a single button if my encounter isn't greater demons. Lots of experience. Let's hope our astral gates work here. I'm taking a chance. Nice. Actually, I had to put it back on easy so I fight less enemies. Because all I'm concerned about is greater demons. And I know it doesn't impact the number or the type of monsters you fight. It only impacts the number. Shot 97 says when he used emulators, he tended to run into game-breaking issues with save state RPGs. Bad luck there. Bad luck here, he said. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was a greater demon. It's not. Magic cookies. This guy could tear me up. Just fireball? Okay. Sanctity, that's piety. I'm gonna reload, that's not worth a death. Guardians of Ram, really? That's what's fighting me? Those are definitely the weakest enemies in this area. The Astral Gate takes care of those pretty quickly. Okay, this I do have somewhere. I've got a stash of them. Yep, he had them, okay. I think you can only stack 5 potions in one slot. Oh. It's like fireworks. That was a quick 29,000 experience. It's pretty surprising that we had some greater demon encounter, just one early. Here we go. Okay, guys. Let's see what he ends up dropping for us. I'm just going to attack him straight out. I think I will do a fire shield. Critical, nice. Crystal Wand and Wand of Raising. I'm not sure what those are. I feel like I saw a Crystal Wand earlier for sale or something. Let's see what it is. Mage Alchemist Psionic, probably. Wizardry. That's lame. And they can also make an enemy fall asleep with a hit. Wand of Raising. It's cursed. -4 to hit. Curse. It was 1d3 damage. So that's what I got from a greater demon. My second fight. That sucks. Well, I'm probably gonna call it quits for now, guys, and since that was the lame battle that I had, let me just try one more here and make sure that it's not gonna be a greater demon. And then I'll just do this offline, and I'll probably try to record it. In case I do happen to get something awesome, then I can upload that. But Wand of Raising, cursed item. That was lame. Okay, Lucas Warren, we'll see you on another live stream. Now tomorrow I'm probably going to be streaming, if I am streaming tomorrow. Here's Might and Magic 3, and then I'll probably be doing this offline for a while until I can get a good item, and then I'll come back and then we'll show the ending to the game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and thanks for the chat, and I'll see you next time.